All right, let's just jump right in. Today, we're talking about a huge shift that's happening right under our noses. We're looking at how artificial intelligence is completely tearing up the old playbook for data engineering and really remaking the entire data pipeline from scratch.
So, have you ever been scrolling through an app and it just serves up the absolute perfect recommendation? It feels kind of like magic, right? Well, it's not. It's all about data. But more importantly, it's about how that data gets from a raw click or a search into a smart suggestion that feels like it read your mind. And the magic behind that whole experience? It all starts with something called a data pipeline. You can think of it as the invisible plumbing of the internet. It's the system that's constantly moving information around, making all those smart, personalized experiences possible. And for years, building these pipelines was a very human, very manual job. Traditionally, this whole process was a three-step dance. First, you had to collect all the raw data. Then, you had to clean it all up to get rid of the junk. And finally, you had to transform it into a format you could actually use. Collect, clean, transform. Sounds simple enough, but in reality, it was incredibly hard work. But now, AI is stepping in and changing every single part of that equation.
So, let's start at the very beginning, data collection. Just imagine for a second you're a data engineer for a big e-commerce site. You've got to pull in data from website clicks, sales records, customer reviews, and it's all happening at once, all the time. The old way of doing this involved a ton of manual labor.
The traditional method was just slow, it was tedious, and honestly, it was full of opportunities for human error. But now, the AI approach, it creates this automated, real-time flow of information that's not just way faster, but also way more accurate and always up to the minute. I mean, the difference is night and day. It means businesses can react to what's happening right now, not what happened yesterday.
You know, the source material here puts it perfectly. It's not just a tool. It's like having a virtual assistant whose entire job is to gather and organize data 24/7. It never gets tired, never makes a mistake, all while you get to focus on the much bigger picture.
Okay, so you've collected all this data in real time. Awesome. But raw data is messy. It's just a fact. Now comes the second, and let's be honest, often the most painful part, cleaning it. Anyone who's ever worked with a big data set knows this is where projects can grind to a halt. You're trying to find duplicates, fix formatting errors, filter out junk. It's a headache. This is just a massive leap forward. Think about it. Manually hunting for one tiny error in millions of rows of data is a slow, frustrating nightmare. But with AI, you've got these sophisticated algorithms that can scan, identify, and filter out those errors automatically. They can do in seconds what might have taken a person hours or even days. The result is data you can actually trust. The source uses this metaphor of a magic wand, and honestly, it's spot on. It really is that transformative. A process that used to be a major bottleneck just becomes almost instant. You get higher quality data, and you save an incredible amount of time. And finally, that brings us to the third stage, transformation. This is where you take all that nice, clean data and you reshape it so you can actually analyze it. Traditionally, this meant data engineers had to sit there and write a lot of very complex code.
And this is where the whole purpose of the pipeline really shifts. See, the old way was just about wrestling the data into a usable format. The new AI-powered way is all about automatically discovering meaningful insights that were probably hidden before. Machine learning algorithms can do that heavy lifting now, finding patterns that a human might have never, ever spotted. I absolutely love this analogy of a co-pilot. AI isn't just flying the plane for you, it's navigating right there alongside you, pointing out things you might have missed, helping you chart a course through this vast sea of information to find the stuff that truly matters for making smart decisions. So at the end of the day, this whole revolution isn't just about efficiency. It's not about doing the old job faster. It's about fundamentally changing what's even possible. AI lets us uncover those hidden patterns, find insights that are actually actionable, and really, it elevates the work of data engineering from just pipeline maintenance to high-level strategy. So what happens when you put all this together? You've got automated collection, automated cleaning, and this new kind of transformation. Well, you get a completely new data landscape. The very nature of the job is changing right before our eyes. So let's just nail down the key takeaways here. First, AI isn't just some minor tweak. It is a total game changer for data engineering. By making the entire pipeline more efficient and effective, Automation is freeing up countless hours of human effort. But, and this is the big one, it's making those deep, hidden insights accessible in a way they never, ever were before. And what does all this mean for the person in the loop? This is really the ultimate so what. The role of the data engineer is evolving. It's becoming less about being a manual builder of digital plumbing and way more about becoming a strategic data interpreter. The person who knows how to ask the right questions and translate what the AI finds into real-world business value.
So I'll just leave you with this one last thought to chew on. As AI takes over all the mechanical, repetitive parts of the data pipeline, it frees up our brain power for bigger challenges. The new frontier isn't about building better pipes anymore. It's about asking better questions, exploring brand new ideas, and applying a layer of creative, strategic thinking that no machine can replicate. And if you ask me, that is a pretty exciting future to think about.